was a room with no windows. There was a screen with no name. There was a small one in the waters, and a hand that reached like flame. They called it choice in the daylight. They called it mercy in the court. But the blood beneath the marble had a pulse they would not report. The silent scream rose upward. No tongue, no trial, no plea. A child without a witness cried out where only God could see. Goat spark to hidden face, from first division, first design. A human life in sacred place, not maybe, not almost, not mine. A single cell yet not a symbol, not a fog of future clay, but a living human mourning bay, scheduled away in sterile halls of managed language under soft fluorescent skies. The altar wears a paper gown, the idol has no eyes. They sell the lie as liberation, they veil the blatant rights and call the child a shadow till the ledger balances tonight. If a mother falls by violence and the child within her dies, the law can count two victims while the courtroom lowers its eyes. Too brazen the verdict, two names in the flame. Then why does the clinic unmake the second name? Silent Holocaust of the unborn, hidden beneath the electric hum. Silent Holocaust of the unborn, where the smallest voices never numbered remains, a didn't ballet of horror behind anesthetized refrains. Pieces counted, pieces gathered, the body verified complete. The hidden child made inventory beneath the procedural sheet. And somewhere in the paperwork, 8 invoices breathe and breed a sacrament of section. waves in the verdict, two names in the flame. Then why does the clinic unmake the second name? Silent Holocaust of the unborn, hidden beneath the electric hum. Silent Holocaust of the unborn, where the smallest voices never come. Blood, blood, the god of tomorrow. Blood, blood, for the dream of control. A concrete child for an abstract promise, a living body for a ghost made goal.
No, 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 no.
No more silence, no more veil, no more incense over bone. From conception, human life, and human life is not your own. They said, not yet, not a person, not a face, not a citizen of the human race. The body knows its species, the law knows when violence comes, the grave knows when two are buried, but the clinic counts only one. They said, it is tissue, it is private, it is care. Do not look at the screen too long. Do not ask what moves in there. The old sacrifices had torches, the new ones have consent forms. The old priests wore animal skins, the new ones wear institutional warmth. Same bargain, same hunger, same blood beneath the plan. Kill the child before he burdens the kingdom of modern man. Evil,
When mercy demands a corpse,
evil,
when freedom drinks its source,
evil,
when the living child is prized,
evil.
when the altar calls it rise.
No more blood for abstractions, no more bodies for the dream, and no more children fed to futures that were never guaranteed. Not that the landlord's logic makes the sacred body right. Not that eviction sanctifies the mother's room by might. But take the cold suggestion, turn it like a blade. If the child can be removed alive, what use remains for graves? Let fetal hands get carried to the glass and mercy womb. Let the exile become rescue, not a sentence to the tomb. Transplant the child from danger, I let the artificial cradle sing, and watch the mass fall from a system that still demands the killing. For if separation can mean rescue, if removal need not slay, then abortionism stands naked as death demanding its way.
never silent.